This is called We Are Legend, We Are Myth. I used to have an Uncle Seany, and when his father died, he had a breakdown, and he used to hear voices inside his head. And on the pecking order of us kids, he fell below us kids. And Auntie Nellie would scold us, but she scolded him even more. And he was very frightened, and he heard voices in his head, and he ran away from reality. And I used to be his minder, so this is what this is about. It's called We Are Legend, We Are Myth. Donall! Seany! Seany! Donall! My uncle and me, we are legend, we are myth. Escaping from my auntie's voice, tracking us down. I sitting in the saddle of his neck, his curls, my reins. Travelling the world on his giant shoulders. My uncle hearing voices in his head, afraid of other humans who hunt his thoughts he's thinking. Wanting to keep himself for himself. Our beings fused into one joyfulness. Uncle and boy morphing into centre. We are legend, we are myth. We hide in haystacks from our hounding voice. Roam fields wherever our empty spaces takes us. Until there's only us. He more little boy than even I. Keep me company, he pleaded. His thoughts all curly like his hair. We now one another. The last lost centre. Galloping off into a time that no longer exists. We are legend, we are myth. And the boy grew out of my head, where I had stuffed them on my shoulders, and I became his walker of worlds, galloping across fields, running away from the voices inside my head that eat my thoughts. This boy, uncle, has become my mind for me, minds me, soothes the voices, lies to the voices, tells them I have vanished into the mystery of myself, and the voices fall for it. I watch them retreat. I move my feet in giant steps. The boy growing out of my head sees the world for me, tames the world for me, so that I can laugh, whinny and neigh like the human hearse I have become, no longer confused, fused into one, being him and me, drinking in a sunset, sniffing rain on the wind, galloping across time, time, time out of mind. I was having happiness, but now happiness doesn't like me. Favourite pastimes is kissing Jan. And I've kissed her in many places, including Teddington, the inside of her elbow here. I don't know if that's on the map, but it is on my emotional map. And I can sincerely say that I've kissed her fore and aft. But one of my favourite places to kiss her is her philtrum. She's got the cutest, most gorgeous little philtrum you ever did see. In Latin, your philtrum, which is the bit between your upper lip and your nose, this little dent here. It's called the love potion, so this is called love potion. I kiss your philtrum and you moan. I lick a tiny trickle of sweat from it. I know it has no apparent function and survives between your delightful nose and your delicious upper lip, but what of it? A kiss fits so neatly into it, and leads to lips and lips upon lips, ending in an erotic ellipsis. I love to look upon it as the indent left by the finger of God, or where an angel shushes the yet-to-be born, teaching it to forget all it has learned in the world of the womb. I kiss again your philtrum. A kiss fits so neatly into it. Thank you. I was having happiness, but now happiness doesn't like me. The tree tiptoes quietly down the street, out of reach of the yellow lamps that attempt to hold it in place, makes good its escape, running now on the tips of its roots, a dog snapping at its heels, a moon hiding behind its clouds, pretending it doesn't see what it sees, a tree visiting the wood on the outskirts of town, dancing with the wild trees until dawn, the wind in its hair, acting very untree-like. Oh dear, what would the humans say, as it steals a bike, makes it back to its street, past the policeman passing on his beat. Sure there is a tree here, he mutters to himself, just at the end of 33. And when he looks again, well, there it is. The tree shivers, catches its breath, puts down roots and sleeps, dreaming of the next night's journey. Next time it thinks, I'll take the bus.
Mr. Dónall Dempsey.